Hey, 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 hey. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It is, yes, the 5 o'clock hour. I know everybody is either driving home from work or getting ready to eat, but our guest of the hour has arrived. And so for the next 10 or 15 minutes, we're going to chop it up with someone who is seemingly a spectacular individual. He is a saxophonist, but not just a saxophonist. He is a internationally renowned saxophonist. And so we're going to talk to him, Mike Phillips, a little bit today about his latest album and this single that he has with someone who is spectacular. So without further ado, Mr. Mike Phillips, how are you?
Hey, what's up? What's good? How you feeling?
Good, good. So tell everybody who you are.
Who am I? I play the saxophone and toured with and worked with Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, and God bless his soul.
Absolutely. So, what has this journey been like? Like, how did it all get started?
Well, I mean, playing in school, which is really important. Happy that in those times, the schools had municipal funds set aside for musical programs. So I picked it up in second grade, and I didn't look back.
Wow. So now, okay. So when you got to high school, were you the jazz band kid, or were you more? What did they used to call it? Oh gosh, we had what, jazz band, pep band, and
Um,
concert band.
I was all three. I mean, yeah, I was all
Okay.
three.
And did you
Yeah,
march too?
yeah, I'm Marks. I'm Marks. Yeah, we.
All right.
I
All right.
yeah.
All right. All right. So this single that you have out, this single is something special. And there is somebody on this single with you. I ain't gonna even try to emulate the vocals. I'm not gonna do it. But
But
that thing though, let's talk to us a little bit about that and how that came to be.
well, me and Brian's been I've been admiring Brian for years, and
Okay.
so when I asked him to do it, he said yes. I was extremely happy, and the rest is history. The rest is history. Brian McKnight is a legend. So him rocking
Absolutely.
on the track with me, I love it.
Well, the simple fact that you have a single out with Brian McKnight, and guys, if you don't know who Mike Phillips is, you might want to go ahead and look him up because he is always working, and the individuals that he's worked with and collaborated with, it just speaks volumes. And so he might be a legend, but you're a legend yourself. And so definitely we honor you and want you to walk in the manifestation thereof. So tell us a little bit about your creative process. What does that look like? How do you get yourself in the groove of preparing, to make music?
Well, it all differs. Sometimes I sometimes it's like a situation where you know you might have an idea and then you build the
Mhm.
music around the idea. And sometimes you have the music, but you need to build the idea around the music. So sometimes I'm practicing maybe 3 hours at one particular time to get better as a musician. So I mean, you don't think that getting good or holding yourself to a standard comes at the point of just existing. There's some work that has to be put into it.
Wow, that's cool. So, guys, if you're just checking in, this is Tropical Thursdays, and I am fortunate to be sitting here with the internationally renowned saxophonist, Mike Phillips. Now, which sax is your favorite?
I like the alto. The
Thank you,
alto.
thank you. That was so funny. Back in the 90s, not many girls played the saxophone, but I wanted to do everything my brother did. So I definitely played the alto sax. So soprano is cool, but I love the alto sax as well. Super dope. So talk to us a little bit about the album and how you kind of came to put that together.
Well, pulling off the covers is just a assortment of 10 cover songs, and I do have one original. Um, not yeah. So I got 11 covers and one original, so it makes it 12 songs. And people that collaborated with me on it was Stevie Wonder, Leela James, Avery Sunshine, Raheem Devine, Eric Roberson, Naturally Seven. So yeah, it's been a blessing in really pushing it forward. You got Trombone Shorty, yeah. Man, I forgot about PJ Morton. Yeah, it's a lot of.
I got you. Look, I got you. I got you. So I'm assuming the saxophone is not nearby.
Nah, she's taking a rest. She's chilling.
Okay.
I'm so
So that
sorry.
means we're gonna have to have an encore. We're gonna have an encore. We'll put an
Oh
encore
yeah,
together.
yeah, I got you. It's
Definitely.
yeah. But I got you though. That encore.
Okay, perfect. So all right. What would you say to the band kids of today that really, in my opinion, don't have the funding unless it's a high school band with a bomb football team? The bands don't really get the funding like they used to do back in the day when we were in school and we had band boosters and stuff like that. So what would you say to those children on how they can build themselves and build their portfolio?
Well, it's kind of hard because there's no instruction from the ground level. Remember, I got my instruction starting at second grade, so my message would be to municipal government. You find money for everything else. You know, there's always some level of mismanagement of funds. You know, you go to City Hall and they got a gold toilet seat, something they spent extra money on. So, you know, maybe they can get the private sector to join the public sector and make sure that these kids have the possibility of music in their lives. So, you know, my words of advice will come from the people who have the power to put the music in the schools. Come on, get the cracking. You know, I know money is not out there like before, but look at COVID and people still out here hustling and making things happen. So they can do it
Thank
too.
you. And look at you. Look at you. So I love, and guys, let me tell you, you have to go and follow Mike on Instagram. So I was so inspired when I looked at your story and I saw your schedule, and I was like, well, I won't complain because you've been boom, 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 boom. But that's what it's like being a creative. And so, once again, a part of this platform is just honoring you and your contributions to the world. And it just seems like you are doing so many great things. So, Mike, what's next?
Well, what's next is, you know, just still, you know, working on a new album, of course. I'm working on a new joint as we speak. Obviously, getting into the virtual space and really going hard in creating a situation that's going to have corporate clients as well as just regular people who want to, you know, be a part of the MVP experience, which I consider Mike Virtual Phillips. You know, so if you a husband that want to celebrate your wife, then you know you you hit me up in the virtual space and I can throw together a 20-minute concert that's personalized to you. So when you want to, you know, move your living room couch and cast it to the TV and dance, you'll always have something that will be a file that will be personal from a musician that played it to you. So it's you know, so it's like you gotta be able to improvise.
Wow, Mike, that's dope. Look, when you get the virtual space together, absolutely, we're going to stream it. We're going to stream it. Shout out to Skyfall Records, where the CEO is Frank Mosley. I'm just going to tell him what we're going to do is we're going to stream it because one of the things that we're definitely looking at is starting to have the artists perform with a live band, but how about having the artist have a live saxophonist or even doing something virtual? I think it would be super dope. And so I'm always looking to be an innovator and come up with something different. So we definitely I salute you and would love to work with you as well. So I think
No
that'll
doubt,
be
no
super
doubt.
duper dope. So I know I posted your social media, but let everybody know where they can find you.
They can hit me at Mike_Phillips at IG and Mike Phillips fan at Facebook. So holler at me. I'm there.
Sounds great. And so, what are your last final thoughts and words of wisdom for the people, just period, out here doing music today?
Um, well, I mean, your brand musically should be driven by your life experiences and your feel for what's happening in the community. So, you know, we wouldn't have gotten songs like What's Going On if Marvin didn't question the status quo through his music and just ask him questions. Let your music let your music be a byproduct of your life and who you are and the goodness that you can represent and perpetuate in the world.
Wow, wow, wow. That's it. That's it. Let your music speak for you and definitely leave a lasting footprint, imprint, and all of that.
Yeah,
Mike, thank you
yeah.
so much for rocking out with me today. Look, I know you've been interviewing it up all day, so I was like, we gonna make this short and sweet, but it's gonna be impactful and meaningful. And I'm so thankful that you rocked it out with me. I feel like I'm special because I got the 5 o'clock hour. That's when everybody
You
driving
are.
home,
Yeah,
so they
you
ain't
are
got nothing to do but
special.
listen.
You are special. It doesn't
Thank
matter
you.
what time of hour it is. Special is special.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I receive it. I receive it.
All
So
right, well,
definitely you have to come back again. And when you come back, you have to have her with you. What is her
I
name?
got it.
What is this?
We working on it. She's unknown at the time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Unknown
Right.
at the time, but yeah, we're gonna work on the name. We're gonna have some final, you know, some final names.
I'm sensing a contest. I'm sensing an Instagram contest where you have these 3 names and you allow us to name her.
Yeah, I think that's hot actually.
Ah!
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the internationally renowned saxophonist Mike Phillips, and you have to, people, you have to go and check out his latest single, Watching You, and it is just dope. Brian McKnight is on it. He's worked with so many other, oh my gosh, just legends, and he is a legend himself. And Mike, thank you so much once again for rocking out this afternoon on Tropical Thursdays.
Thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, next time I come back, I'm gonna have the horn. I got you.
All right, I'm excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and figure out. I'm about to look at this calendar and be like, "All right, when you coming back?"
And I got you. I got
All
you.
right.
I'll
Well,
talk to you later.
guys. All right, it's been spectacular, guys.
All
This
right.
is Mike Phillips. You have to follow him, follow him, follow him. He's super duper dope. And once again, when he come back, he gonna have the saxophone and the alto saxophone that is. So just wanted to pop in, guys. We're gonna be having a lot of pop-ups because we have a lot of individuals who this is their life and they are climbing the ladder. And like you see, when you get Brian McKnight on your track, and the reality is that when Brian McKnight is elated to be on your track, you already know what time it is. So it's consulting time, Tropical Thursdays with your girl Lillie Mae, and we will see you again. Have a great evening.